Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make some really fun lighted bottles using these whimsical fairy lights, and we're going to kind of style them for Valentine's, although not exactly. So let's start at the very beginning. Where did I get these bottles and where can you get bottles? I actually ordered this set from Amazon, and when I'm all finished I'll be glad to put the link, the direct link out for it. But it was a box. I've used quite a bit of them from North Mountain Supply, and it had 4 red, 4 white, and 4 blue, I think. And then I also ordered these little bottle lights from Amazon. And how they come is they look something like this. And I'll show you how to take it apart and put it in. The one thing I will say is I wish that I would not have gotten these ones that sort of have a bluish tint to them. I wish I would have gotten more white, but this is how they work. They're on a little, there's a battery in here. It looks kind of like a cork, and there's just a little switch that you can turn them on or off. They make great gifts. I gave one to a good friend of mine for Christmas. So we are gonna do the red and the white today, and I'm gonna put the blue aside. The blue will be great for summer. It'll be great. All of these colors will be great for 4th of July, for Memorial Day, for Labor Day, all of that. So as you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle all that normal good stuff. Let's start with the red bottle first. Okay, I am thinking, I don't know if you've seen this stencil yet. It's brand new from MagnoliaDIY.com. I love it. I love everything about this. And it could totally be used for Valentine's Day, but it could be used for absolutely any other occasion that you can imagine. It's sign language, and it says, I love you. So we're going to do white chalk paste on this red bottle with this stencil, and then I may later add some white ribbon or something around the top. So this is a brand new stencil. Let me tell you what you need to do when you're dealing with a brand new stencil. It is from MagnoliaDIY.com, and it's mesh and adhesive, which means it's going to be pretty darn sticky at the very beginning. So I'm going to first of all label the back. This will help me figure out which backing slip to put it back on, and also it's important the side that you put it on. And sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the area where you should put it back on, because it's the shinier side, and the back. So this just makes it, I do this with every stencil. Okay, so I'm going to take it off of the little backing sheet, and this is my tacky towel, and I'm going to fuzz it thoroughly. Glass, tin, metal, paper. Oh my gosh. They are things that you can have a hard time with using sticky stencils. Either they want to stick too good and you can't pull them up without stretching your stencil, or with the case of paper or something, or even wood or painted wood, it can pull off the top layer. So fuzzing is essentially just applying a little bit of fuzz to lower the stickiness on your stencil, and you can do it with this tacky towel. This side right here is meant for you to dry your stencils after you wash them, so this is a good thing. You can also fuzz on something like a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, a low lint tea towel. I have probably fuzzed this enough, but okay. So we're gonna do this, and I'm actually gonna lay my bottle on my little tacky towel so it doesn't roll off. We're gonna do it on the red bottle, and I'm gonna find the seams. They're right here and here. So I'm gonna put my stencil in the center, not directly on the top of one of the seams. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I'm gonna make some t-shirts and all kinds of things with this. And then I'm just going to really press it down to make sure that's completely adhered. Got something in it right here. I need to wash my tacky towel. I do get that question a lot. How do you clean, oh, it's still on there. How do you clean a tacky towel? I just throw it in the washing machine with some, bath towels and put it in the dryer, and that's it. It doesn't require any special laundering. Okay, so this is what that looks like. There's a lot of open space on this stencil, so I just want to make sure that it's on here really good. And as far as the chalk paste goes, this is what it looks like. We're using white. And I could use a squeegee, which looks like this, or I could use a paintbrush. And I think I'm going to use a paintbrush, so let me grab one. Okay, this is a yucky paintbrush that has some kind of stiff bristles, and I'm just going to stir up my chalk paste, put a blob on it, and then I'm going to push it through the holes with my paintbrush. You could do of course you could do your squeegee too. Sometimes when you're working on a surface that's curved, it is a little bit easier. I've got way too much chalk paste. Let's put some of that back. I need a paper towel. Where do I put them? So who saw the video yesterday where we made those adorable bird tassels? This is one of my favorite projects that I've done in a very long time. What do you guys think about it? Okay, now I'm just gonna slowly and gently pull my stencil off, and I'm gonna try to pull it straight. Wow, this looks awesome. Look at that. And that was so easy, and there's just no way in the world that I could be artistic enough to sketch or draw something or paint something like that. So, what do you guys think? I love you. You could come back and add some more to it if you wanted some hearts or dots or all kinds of different things. And I probably will add a ribbon or something. Where's my light? Okay, so let me show you how these twinkle lights work in case you haven't seen them. I was first introduced to these twinkle lights last year. At Christmas time, I bought some at Walmart. And they were great. They weren't very expensive at all. These aren't either. But the thing is, they didn't last very long. Oh, Diane says she saw it and loved it. And Helga says it's beautiful. Okay, so I've just untwisted it. And now I'm basically pull it out. And then I want to kind of wind it tight enough around my finger or something What did I do last time? I think I did it around a Sharpie so that we can just thread it back in. This makes it so much easier to get it back in your bottle, or to get it in the bottle in the first place, than trying to stretch it out straight and then poke it in. Okay, so now I have a little curly cue, like a pig's tail, and it's small enough to just go straight into the top of my bottle. And then I'm going to pull this little tab out right here and turn it on. And I could pull it back out and stretch it just a smidge so it will be longer. But what do you guys think about that? Is that so quick and easy? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love this stencil. Okay, let's do this one now. And this is not Valentine's, but so many of you guys have been asking for a fleur-de-lis stencil. And Magnolia just released this. It has the big one, and then it has the 3 smaller ones. And coming sometime probably next week or very shortly after that, there is an all-over pattern that has a fleur-de-lis that is amazing. Oh my gosh, I totally love it. So I think we'll do this big one. I'm going to do it in red, and that will kind of give it a little bit of a Valentine's-ish feel. So I'm going to cut my stencil apart, and it's kind of big. I think I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to label it. Okay, so for all of my fleur-de-lis lovers, tell us in the comments, please, what is the symbolism and significance to you of the fleur-de-lis? I'm super curious to know. Okay, somebody's asking, would it be possible to color the bottle on the inside with paint or something? Probably. I haven't done that, but I can't see why you couldn't. You could probably Google how to paint the inside of a bottle and get some good instructions, or go to Pinterest and search that. The other thing you can do if you don't want to order bottles is you have any contacts in restaurants or bars. I had some friends that worked several years ago at a really nice restaurant in my town, and they saved me the blue, I have some over here, I'll grab them, the blue Sky vodka bottles that look like this. And I mean, they saved me like 6 of them. We don't drink a lot of hard alcohol at home, so there's no way in the world I'd have access to this, except that they gave it to me. You can also use wine bottles. You can use, a lot of times they put olive oil in some pretty bottles. You can buy pretty bottles at different home decor places. I know Dollar Tree occasionally has some good ones. So there's lots of places that you can get colored bottles, or you can be like me and just order it on Amazon. And I will get the links for the bottles. I don't know that they have them in stock, but I'll get that for you, and I will also get the link for the fairy lights when I'm all done, and I'll put those here in the comments. Okay, so I think that's thoroughly fuzzed. And let's just lay this down here, and I'm feeling for the seams because I want to put my stencil right in between the 2 seams. Put it on. Take my time to get it smoothed all the way on. So who are my fleur-de-lis friends? I know a lot of people from different parts of Louisiana love it. I grew up in a little town in Idaho, so I didn't have any awareness of what a fleur-de-lis was. But then I went on to get a super practical college degree in French, an undergraduate degree in French. And I traveled to France a few times, and then I saw it in tons of beautiful architecture and all kinds of things like that. And so now I can appreciate it. I'm not really sure what the symbolism is. Okay, we need one more paintbrush. I'm looking for something that's kind of stiff. And this color right here is called Glittering Red. It's a new color. Let me grab these little spatula things and stir this up. And actually, I think it could use just a little spritz or two of distilled water. These chalk pastes from Magnolia are awesome. They really are. I love them. They do not last forever because they're made from something that was once in the earth and it was a solid, hard substance. And somehow they color it and, you know, put it in a paste form, but they kind of have a tendency to want to dry out over time. So if you just use distilled water, you can revive them. But don't leave them open for any long amount of time. And yeah. And they're not permanent, so when this is over, because this bottle right here, it had a great stencil on it for Christmas, the one that says, in the town of David our Savior was born. And I did it in glittering black chalk paste, and then I put silver glitter on it. And I just washed it off in the kitchen sink, and now it's going to have a whole new life. So it's not permanent, and you can change it. I love that. So this will go back into my decor for Valentine's, and then I'll change it out again. Probably. I have way too much. I may come back and go over this with a squeegee, because I want to make sure I don't have any super thick chunks of it. Well, that looks pretty okay. Okay. This is what it looks like. And if you go outside of your lines on something like glass, you can just use a wipe to clean it up. This is pretty. Oh my gosh, this sort of looks like it's textured. And I think that's because I used a cruddy brush to apply it. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna throw this over here. And I'm definitely gonna have to wash my fuzzing towel because I've got red all over it, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? You could have done this in gold. I was just looking for something that would kind of have a little bit of a Valentine's theme. But what do you guys think? This was super quick, super easy. This is the Sky Vodka bottle, just FYI. Let me grab the blue one from my box. So let me know in the comments what the fleur-de-lis symbol, sign, emblem, or whatever, what that means to you or what that represents to you. I'd love to know. Let me know if you want a link for the bottles or for these fairy lights from Amazon. And let me know if you want any stencil or Magnolia chalk paste. And I will get all that info for you ASAP. Why am I painting on your defuzzing towel? Just so that it'll hold my bottle so it's not rolling. Does that make sense? You know, it's just laying on here instead of laying directly on my desk. These are super hardy. This one's been washed probably 20 times. So it's not going to hurt it to get a little bit of chalk paste on it. It'll wash and come right out. Yeah, I love the cork lights too. It used to be in the olden days when I first started, when I first started to see these lighted bottles in people's kitchens, what they had done is they had drilled a hole in the back and they had some lights in there, but it was, stretch this out, but it was on a regular cord that you needed to plug into a electrical outlet, and so this just makes it so much easier. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions. Do a this or a this, and check to see if you've liked and followed this page. And I do hope you'll join me tomorrow for Christ and Crafting. We're going to be using this beautiful stencil that says "Fear not." And it talks about God upholding us with his righteous right hand. I love this verse. It's from Isaiah. And anyways, I'm starting to work on that for tomorrow, and I would love to have you join me. So have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and then Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and pretty much every day after that. Alrighty, see you guys later.